Iron Submarine releasing in Japanese theaters, and we eagerly await its international release, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on its predecessor, The Bride of Halloween. Detective Conan Movie 25 might go down as one of my favorite police arcs in Case Closed, even up with the overnight deadline which introduced walkthrough dates and allowed Takagi to take the spotlight. The plot of the movie surrounds a notorious international criminal called Plamia, the sinister plan for Halloween, but also has an intertwined encounter dating back 3 years. While the heart of the mystery revolves around Plamia, the heart of the story lies with Junpei. This movie threads the needle of canon plot elements and movie spectacle with such precision by focusing on Plamia and their fateful encounter during the week of Junpei's death, and slowly putting the pieces together of their fateful encounter through the eyes of Conan. Not only does this movie flesh out the gang with an engaging look into their encounter 3 years prior, but weaves it well into the story without it feeling like another fanservice checkbox to cross off. This movie doesn't fall into the pitfalls of recent Detective Conan films, with popular characters showing up for fanservice and Ran being in danger and shouting for Shinichi. Each person in the story has their reason to be where they are. While Plamia may not be the biggest threat Conan has faced, they're formidable enough to challenge Conan's tenacity and drive him to be the great detective we know he is. That being said, this isn't a perfect movie. The film spends a lot of time trying to piece the puzzle, and starts to feel rushed when it tries to push the plot forward, which then falls short of fleshing out some of the characters, like the NATO organization, and putting Furuya literally in a box for 90% of the film. The concept of exploring complex moral dilemmas of vigilantes like NATO, which operates in the shadows and bends the law to achieve what they want, would have been a great way to take a look at vigilantes and how they operate in the gray area of the law to achieve their goals. However, this opportunity is wasted as the organization is reduced to a plot device that only serves to advance the main narrative and set up the final battle. While the final confrontation between Conan and the leader was emotional, it didn't feel earned. Spending a little more time would have gone a long way, but with this movie already being 2 hours, the movie would have overstayed its welcome if it did so. But even with its faults, it still manages to be a solid installment in the franchise with a lighter focus on the main cast and leaning into the rich world of Detective Conan. I'm sure a lot of fans will miss the grandiose nature of the movies in this entry, but it is traded for a compelling story by taking a step back and telling a self-contained movie with heart and engaging characters. This helps it pull off some of the most impactful scenes I've seen in recent Detective Conan movies. I still remember getting chills seeing Takagi dressed up as Junpei, and almost tearing up seeing Furuya going to pay his respects as the last one standing. This movie is a well-crafted and compelling film that proves that Gosho's world is more than capable of standing on its own without the need of using Shinichi and Ran's relationship as a crutch to be the heart of the film. But still, this movie has as much heart as its predecessors. Even though this movie changed up Detective Conan's style, Tsutomu Muranaka brings a needed freshness after back-to-back Black Organization and Kaito Kid installments, but still manages to keep the core of the series intact, with thrilling stories and an entertaining mystery with vivid colors and amazing animation. If you've been feeling like Detective Conan movies have been repetitive, I highly recommend you check this out. With the new director at helm, I'm sure you'll be surprised to find yourself having fun. In the end, I think I'll give Detective Conan: The Bride of Halloween 9 out of 10.